Hi everyone, it's Sarah from Prairie on the Prairie with our first installment of Christmas on the Prairie. And today I'm talking about Christmas cards. I like to think about Christmas cards early in the year because I like to address and get all of those ready, usually on my Thanksgiving break, which means if I have to order anything or gather anything, that needs to be done ahead of time. So I'm trying to be proactive and get those things in before we go on Thanksgiving break. This year for Christmas cards, I came across some really cute Christmas cards. They're the ones that you actually fill in with your own printed picture. We're going to use those this year because I got 3 boxes of them at Goodwill. So it's 60 cards total, and I got them for $1.50 a box. So really affordable. I like the way that they're real simple. It's going to be nice. So the next thing I have to do is figure out which picture I want for in here, and that's where I'm struggling. So I still have 2 pictures from vacation this summer that I think could be possibilities. So I'm going to get a sample printed at each one, and then see if it's going to work for what I want. So after I've purchased my Christmas cards, I also need to think about how I'm going to address them and label them. And what I found that works best for me is I love to handwrite people's address on there, but for the return address, I just use printed off Avery labels. And again, these Avery labels you can get like Home Depot, Office Depot, and they're kind of expensive. But there's like 2,000, I think, in a package, and I use like 100 a year, so this package will probably last me for a really long time. And so I just went to the Avery website where you put in the product number, and then it's real easy. It steps you step-by-step guide to designing what you want your labels to look like, all different kinds of designs that you want. And then I will take out my contact folder. This is a folder I started actually at my wedding when I was gathering addresses for my wedding. So I have, over the years, just kind of kept a collection of people's addresses. And I do this on paper. I know some people like to do that on their computers, and then you can actually just use those Avery labels to print those addresses and stick them onto your envelopes instead of actually addressing them by hand, which is great too. I don't know, the paper method seems to work really well for me. So I've just gathered over the years the addresses and then need to make updates. So that's another reason why I try to do this early in the season, because sometimes it takes me a while to get through contacting everyone I need to contact who's moved or addresses have changed. So I need to make sure that all of these are accurate before I send anything out. The next thing you'll need for your Christmas cards are stamps. So that's something I budget for in our budget every year for Christmas, are stamps. I actually tried before shooting this video for the last 5 days to get by the post office to pick up stamps. Didn't happen. I'm not sure what it is about the post office. I don't know if I try to avoid it or what it is. But every single time I was running late or the post office was closed or whatever. So I decided to go to the post office website and I ordered them online. I was wondering how much shipping I was going to pay for ordering my Christmas stamps online. I got charged $1.25. Pretty good. So for $1.25, I don't have to stand in line, get to the post office, or think about it again. I picked out my Christmas stamps, ordered the 60 that I need, and they will ship them right to my house through the mail. So you might think about that as well if you are like me and can't seem to make it to the post office ever. So we have our Christmas cards in our box that we have saved. We're working on getting the pictures for our family portrait. I always love to get a nice fresh new pen to put into my basket to make sure that I have that available and don't have to search for that. And I've got my addresses, starting to make contacts and updates on those. I've already printed my labels. And then the last thing I like to put inside this Christmas basket is just a few little note cards for thank you notes, those kinds of things as needs arise when we go through the Christmas season. I'm going to do a lot better this year. That's my intention, is to do a lot better this year with thank you notes. I think last year I even wrote some but never mailed them. And so this year I'm really going to be intentional about making sure I get those thank you notes out to everyone that I love. So hopefully you're thinking about your Christmas card list and what needs to happen so that we can get those out before the holidays. I hope you're enjoying these Christmas videos. Look forward to one next Sunday. We'll see you then.